everybody, and welcome back to Riding the Road with Ralia, part 2 for the day. Another brief one because my next destination is like 5-10 minutes from here. But, I don't know. It's been a very interesting day. I just went over to a friend's house. I'm taking care of her cats for the next week and kind of figuring out how everyone rolls. Meeting most of the crew. Some of them are a little too shy to say hi today, but that's okay. Her parents, their dog used to go to daycare where I work, and I saw her again today for the first time in like it's gotta be a couple years now. But anyway, she was so excited. I love seeing daycare dogs outside of work because they are so confused. I feel like it's the same for kids. Like when they see their teachers outside of school, they're like, you're not supposed to be here, but I'm so excited to see you. Or sometimes they're like kind of, not scared, I guess, but like so thrown off when you're not wearing the same clothes they expect or like not in the same setting. It is so funny how much like kids they are. I love it. Anyway. She did not leave me alone. She was so sweet. Anyway, excited to hang out with the cats. Their house is so pretty. It used to be a log cabin, and then the other rooms on it were kind of like added on after the fact. So it's like a really cool looking hodgepodge of like different walls and stuff. It's awesome. And they have one of those big stone fire, like rock fireplaces. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so excited. They also have a bunch of bird feeders out, and they have such a pretty variety of birds. It's different than what we have at my house, but at our old house we lived on the ridge, which they do as well, but we had like hardly any trees, so it was mostly like cornfields with all the red-winged blackbirds, which I love to see, the swarms of those birds. It's super cool. But I like where we live now too because it's a mix of pasture and wooded areas and cornfields not too far, so there's a much wider mix now, and it is so interesting to see the difference just from the like hour I was at her house to see what birds she has versus the ones that we get, because it's kind of similar habitat wise, but also different enough that it did make a difference. There's one woodpecker I had seen at our house before. I think my Merlin app, which I highly recommend, I should talk about that in a different video more, but I love that app for identifying bird calls and songs. It's helped me kind of learn some myself as well from just hearing them. I was really bad at it when I had to learn it for my ornithology class, but this app, I should have used it sooner because it helped me a lot to figure out at least some of the really common ones that are on the more unique side, I guess, or like, I don't know, so common that you figure them out pretty quick anyway. Obviously they're all unique, but yeah, so I think we've had one at our house, but I've never seen one. I'll have to check my recordings, but there was one just right outside the window, and it was so pretty. I am so excited to watch all the birds and hang out with all the cats and see the dog again. They also have chickens and one little lady goat. I'm so excited. I don't have to do anything with the chickens or the goat. That her parents will take care of them, but I'm excited to just go hang out with them, especially the chickens. I miss my chickens. They were good kiddos, but anyway, I digress. So yeah, very good spin on the day. The Dead Fish Society was also good. It was a lot of fun. I felt bad because I was pretty late today. Usually I get there early, or at least like right on time, and I was there like 10-15 minutes late because I knew there was construction on this road I have to take to get there, but it was so like significantly worse than I was expecting that I was quite late, and I guess they were kind of starting to worry. I felt really bad, and at that point I was like already most of the way there, so I was like, well, I'm not going to text them, I'll just explain when I get there and grovel if they're upset, which they weren't, obviously, but construction rant really quick. They had like, I don't know if they're doing stuff like under the road, if they're just redoing the road because it had really bad potholes, but they had it like shaved down. I don't know how to describe this, but there's like a part of the road under the, what would that be? Not blacktop, but do you know what I mean? And it's like lined. It's very weird to drive on, but there were like giant divots on that even. It was not flat, and it took, even though traffic was mostly moving the whole time, it just took so long to drive over those so you didn't lose a whole tire or 4. It was terrible. But, yeah, so that tacked on way too much time for my commute this morning. The way back was totally fine. The way in was awful. And of course, once I got back, that wasn't the side of the road coming into town that people are driving on anymore. So I was like, I'm so glad I had to suffer this morning. Anyway. And then, just life stuff, a casual little existential crisis, money problems, the whole 9 yards that I was also stressing about this morning. So that was a good time. Anyway, I'm at my destination now. I'll spare you all my existential dread talk. But anyway, I hope you're all having a good day. If you're not, I hope tomorrow is better. And I will talk at y'all later. Bye-bye.